What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Wow, we got a double upload today. Brand new Yu-Gi-Oh cards coming out in Duelist pack 28. We got new Battlin boxers, and on the artwork here we have confirmation of some Salmon. Great stuff. So that's apparently what's in the picture, because that is the character and that's what they play. Anyways, the release date is May 27th, 2023 for the OCG, so we might not get this until like later in the year, probably like after the summer. But let's check out the brand new Battlin boxers. And I don't know if there's going to be any Salmon great stuff in this video, because it's just presumably a Salmon great monster in terms of the artwork. But let's get started with the Battlin boxer stuff. So kicking it right off, we have Battlin boxer Uppercutter. So it's a level 4 fire warrior effect monster, 1600 attack, 200 defense points, and it says you can only use one of the first and second effects of this card's name per turn, and only once that turn. So the first part is, if it's normal or special summon, you get to add a Battlin boxer monster or one counter trap card from your deck to your hand, except for Battlin boxer Uppercutter. What is a counter trap card? Is that like I gotta check this out, because as far as I remember, counter was like a okay, well, let's go to a trap. What the heck is a counter? Is it this? Is that the card that we get to add? Or maybe it's a new card and it's a translation. Let's wait and see. Oh wait, there's more. Okay, hold on. So first off, yeah, it adds one of those, and then the second part is, if this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can activate one of these effects. So you can just summon a Battlin boxer monster from your graveyard, except for Battlin boxer Uppercutter, or you get to set one counter trap from your graveyard. So the current list of counter trap cards are Assault counter, Flammable counter, Gemini counter, Jolt counter, Laugh counter, and Battlin boxer cross counter. So let me go and actually check out some of these. Let's go cross counter. Wow, this is really interesting. If the defense position is piercing, if the defense of an defense position monster is higher than the attack of your attacking monster, the opponent's attacking monster, the battle damage inflicted to your opponent is double. Destroy the attacking monster after damage calculation. Now, unfortunately, with the ability to add one, your opponent is going to know exactly what you're setting, so that's very strange. I don't know if any of these other cards are going to be good. I don't want to make this video too long, but I'm going to check out the keyword counter, and let's see that, you know, there might be a lot of cards with the keyword counter, because it's going to search specifically for any cards with the word counter in it, like Kickfire will have like counter or something like that. So it's going to be a little bit difficult. There's Jolt counter though. During the battle phase, when a spell trap or monster effect is activated while control a Battlin boxer, wait, that's actually really good. But it's only during the battle phase, which I guess, like, you'd still have to get out your monster and you have to control a Battlin boxer. Well, I was really hoping this card, if it was just like during any phase, right, or just during the main phase 1, but battle phase, you know, it's really a little bit lackluster now I'm thinking about it. Like, in graveyard effects or like flip effects, those are just like outdated and spell traps. And who's playing like Forbidden Lance over here in 2023? Like, no one. Okay, that card is lackluster. Again, there might be certain matchups where it becomes good, but I don't know about the whole, like, they're probably gonna come out with better counter cards. I just saw that one that had like negate spell trap monster, like, oh, it's negate destroy, amazing, but it's only during the battle phase. Next up, though, we have Battlin boxer Chief second, or Chef second. I think it's Chief. Anyways, Fire Warrior effect, level 4, 500 attack, 2000 defense points. And it says you can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. The first part of it says, as first part, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, and you control a fire and or warrior monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you do, negate the attacks, then banish one monster on the field until the end phase. Okay, so against any deck that, you know, is going for Xyz plays, all the material will fall off, but, you know, how important is that? We'll have to wait and see. I think that it still has some potential, though. Again, it's a matchup dependent thing. Second part is, during your main phase, you get to normal summon one Battlin boxer monster in addition to your normal summon set. You can only use this effect once per turn. I wonder if the whole deck is still based around like YuGiOh. YuGiOh was like the ultimate like boss monster, but it's still really weak. Next up, though, we have Battlin boxer Promoter. So it's a level 4 fire warrior monster effect. 1700 attack, 800 defense points. Says you can only use the first, second, and third effects of this card's name each once per turn. You can't special summon monsters the turn you activate any of this card's effects except for Battlin boxer monsters. First part says your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay. The second part is you contribute this card to special summon up to 2 Battlin boxer monsters with different names from your deck, except for Battlin boxer Promoter. Wow, that's an amazing fact. Making the, you know, deck being able to go second is amazing, but all the effects are each once per turn, and you are limited to only special summon Battlin Boxers. Next up, though, the third effect is you can banish the card from your graveyard, increase or decrease levels of all Battlin Boxer monsters you control by 1. Okay, so that's pretty good. Next up, though, by the way, Burning Knucklers, if you see where it says like BK, the translation is Battlin Boxer for the TCG. Anyways, we have number C79, Battlin Boxer Commander Caesar, which is a rank 5 Fire Warrior monster Xyz effect, 2600 attack and 2000 defense points, and its materials are 3 level 5 monsters, so it is kind of generic in a sense where any deck can make it, but 3 monsters makes it a little bit more difficult. First part, though, says it gains 200 attack for each material attached to it, and at the minimum requirements, that's plus 600. Okay, so what is that, 3200 right off the bat. And then second effect is once per turn, if your opponent would special summon a monster or monster, it's a quick effect, you detach 2 materials from this card, and if you do, negate the summon and destroy that monsters. Okay, so that's pretty good, although with 3 material, okay, maybe the other effect will detach 1. The third effect is if this card has number 79, Battlin Boxer Nova Kaiser as material, it gains this effect. Once per turn, when an attack is declared involving your Battlin Boxer monster and opponent's monster, you can send 1 Battlin Boxer monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, and if you do, attach that opponent's monster to this card as material. Okay, that could be actually really good because you could absorb something and then you'd have the effect essentially twice. Okay, now unfortunately this effect is a once per turn, so even if you got enough material to go for it, or if you had any other card that would just attach to it, it's still like a once per turn, but still a pretty decent effect at the end of the day. Next up, though, we have the Burning Knuckler, or Battlin Boxer King Dempsey. Okay, so it is a rank 4 Fire Warrior Xyz effect monster, 2300 attack, 1800 defense points, and materials are 2 level 4 monsters, so it is another generic. So as you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. The first part is if this card is special summoned, you get to take 1 level 4 or lower Fire Warrior monster or 1 Battlin Box monster spell / trap from your deck, either add to your hand and send it to the graveyard, or send it to the graveyard. So I believe, if I remember correctly, I think Glassstraw was a, let me just double check, Glassstraw I believe was just a monster. So Glassstraw is when it's targeted for an attack. When it's sent to the graveyard, you target a Battlin Boxer and add it back to your hand. And they had another one where I think it gained like 1000 attack. Battlin Boxer? Oh, did they spell it weird? Okay, so it's Battlin with a one of those. Okay, Battlin Boxer. Okay, so I think it was, if I remember correct, it was Glasstron. There's one where it had like the ability to like gain 1000 attack or something. There's one that boosts up the stats. Is it Counter Punch? So yeah, when during the damage step, when a Battlin Boxer monster control is attack or being attacked, you banish this card from your hand or graveyard, and then it gains 1000. So basically, you would want to dump those cards into the graveyard with those other effects. So when it's special summon, you can dump one and it can gain another 1000 basically. Okay. The quick effect, though, is you can detach material from your Xyz monster, and if you do, your opponent cannot target Battlin Boxer monster you control with card effects this turn. Okay, and that is a quick effect, so that is kind of nice, but you have to activate it before, I believe, they target in order for it to actually go through. Nonetheless, we have Battlin Boxer Cross Counter. Okay, so this is probably the good card for the archetype. It's a counter trap card that says you can only put 1 card with this card's name per turn. First part says when your opponent activates a monster effect, destroy a Battlin Boxer or a number Xyz monster you control, and if you negate the activation, if you do destroy that monster, then you just special summon 1 Battlin Boxer Xyz monster from your extract with a different name from your destroyed monster. If you do, attach this card to it as material. Oh wow, so you can just go straight for the extract. That actually is not that bad. Any Battlin Boxer you control, and then you get to just go for 1 Xyz monster with a different name. That's really good. So it automatically has 1 material. I'm thinking that this is really going to really help out the deck. At the end of the day, yeah, counter trap card is pretty slow, but at least you're able to add this card instantly, and it's just whenever they activate a monster effect. So, I mean, it's a pretty easy condition to meet. Okay, next up we have Repits. So we have Headgeared, we have Glassstraw, we have Switch Hitter, and Nova Kaiser, and Battlin Boxer Spirit. Let me know, guys, what you think of the Battlin Boxers. Unfortunately, I don't think we get the Salmon Great in this video. Maybe in the future they will be covering that. So if you guys want to see it, don't miss out. Make sure you guys sub with the bell notification if it's your first time here. But if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, and I'll see you in the next one. I think we're not looking that bad, though. That counter trap is pretty good.